The President, Muhammadu Buhari, has inaugurated an audit committee on assets and loot recovered by government agencies up to April 10, 2017. Several billions of naira have been recovered through the EFCC and other anti-corruption agencies in the present administration. The committee is expected to submit its report in 4 weeks. Data feeds are coming through in one place simultaneously on all our social media platforms, channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. You can follow us right now on m.channelstv.com and on Facebook as well. We've got all our platforms and social media covered. Be part of the show. Tweet at Gimba Umar CTV. Use the hashtag State of the Nation to air your thoughts on the subject. In the meantime, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC Chairman Ibrahim Magu, has reacted to the face-off between the operatives of the EFCC and those of the State Security Service, the SSS, and the National Intelligence Agency, the NIA. Magu, in his reaction in Abuja, says that there is no going back on the plans to have the former heads of the security agencies arrested. In his words, "We are not discouraged at all. The law must take its course. Nobody is above the law," he said. The Nigerian army has ordered its personnel to learn the 3 major languages in the country by December 2018, aimed at fostering unity, better communication with the populace, and information gathering. How feasible is the compulsory order within the time limits? When, if the personnel gets through with this, will they be able to cope, and when? Now, conflicting figures are making the rounds in the clash and attacks in Mubi, the Adamawa State capital. That will be in Adamawa State, where an attack was carried out in a mosque during the morning prayers, raising concerns on the state of security in the northeast. Are the people in the area still under siege by terrorists? What has ignited a reprisal in some towns in Mubi? Could it have been averted? We'll focus on that in just a moment. It's prime time here in Lagos, and this is State of the Nation. Welcome everyone in Nigeria and the rest of the world. This is State of the Nation. I am Gimba Umar. Right behind me. Data feeds are still coming through, all on our social media platforms in one place simultaneously. Be part of the show. Tweet at Gimba Umar CTV and use the hashtag State of the Nation. Our scores were injured when 2 attacks were launched by yet-to-be-identified groups in Mubi, Adamawa State. Conflicting death figures and toll range from about 21 to 105. Let's get a broader perspective of this. Captain Aliu Umar, retired, is a security consultant. He joins me on State of the Nation. Also joining us is Victor Okai, an internal security strategist. I want to thank you both for coming on the show at this time. Let's begin with you, because at the risk of sounding like a broken record, because we've heard this happen repeatedly, especially in the northern part of the country where we've seen attacks and reprisals. Is there anything that the security architecture is missing?
Yes, indeed. Something is missing, and it is a peculiar aspect of protecting civil populations. It's not about the shepherd, it's about the flock. I recall 2 years ago, I asked for blueprints to be set up, particularly by our security agencies that will regulate and moderate what, how, and where markets and worship event areas are run. And the populace will also be enlightened on where they worship. The religious leaders will also have to come to terms with who are your worshippers. It's a bit too casual presently, and those are the windows the terrorists are exploiting. Don't forget, they've been beaten down in the Maiduguri, and they're looking for what you can call greener pastures. So they're exploiting these little windows. The door is firmly shut, yes, but the windows are open. People just worship casually. Religious houses are pulverized. I don't think we even know how many mosques we have in Nigeria yet, talk less of churches. So it's not
so
really...
that data is significant.
Absolutely. There's a significance, there's a correlation. We have to bring these people on board. They all have a role to play. It's not about the military, the law enforcement agencies, the intelligence agencies alone. There is what you can say a collaborative aspect to these successes we are looking for. And these guys are just exploiting those little windows. You're going to see fewer attacks, but the attacks will be more lethal.